friends. So we're going to run through a couple of knee stability exercises. They're good for a couple of other things as well, so they're kind of a jack of all trades, but knee stability, and it does work on the stability rather than the strength, although if you stabilise a joint, it does get a little bit stronger. So we're going to run those through. You need a mat. We don't need a mat, but it's nicer laying on a mat. And you need a foam roller. I prefer the 4-inch foam roller rather than the 6-inch one. These are a little bit more versatile in what you can do with them. And you need one long enough for your spine, tail to top. So yeah, let's crack on. So first exercise, foam roller in hand. Take a seat on the end of your roller and then lay down. You should find your head gets supported. The arms are going to go across the chest, so that becomes the balance challenge. Find a point to stare at and get zoned in, and then gently take one leg off the ground. Oh. Take one leg off the ground. Second attempt. Okay, so now what we're working is the intrinsic stabilising system. Excuse me. No. Clearly I can't balance and talk at the same time. So we're working the deep intrinsic stabilising system, ankle, knee, hip. So this is a really good exercise at creating more stability. So what you would look to do is just get a stopwatch or a timer, or have a clock that you can see the seconds run by. See how long you can hold each leg. Obviously, then you're going to work within the threshold of the weaker side, but train both sides anyway. You want to build up the time and tension. So rather than just doing sort of repetitions on a leg raise, that's not what you're doing. You want to build up to just have one leg off the ground. So let's have another go, because that was pretty poor. First attempt. So in there, in there, in there. Foot off. Okay, cool. So you can see, obviously, my body's twitching, but that's good. It means all the little stabilising muscles are kind of firing and they're trying to find a place and try and make adjustments. I would definitely recommend doing this barefoot or in a barefoot shoe, just because then you're going to get more sensory feedback. And as we can see, way more stable on my right leg. Cool, let's go back to the left, see what's going on there. Yeah, a little less stable on my left. So now this would be the leg that dictates how long I'm going to hold the exercise on the good leg, right? And I just want to build that time up in tension. Really nice exercise, like I say, for providing some deep stabilising stimulation to the ankle, the knee and the hip. Really, really good as well if you have any foot issues. So arch, if you have a flat foot or a dropped arch, this is really good. If you have a really high instep, then this is also very, very good. Give that a go and let me know how you get on with it. It's a winner. This is a great exercise. Yeah, that's that one. Simples. Let's move on to more of a strength exercise for the glutes. But again, the glutes kind of control the lower limb, right? They control where the thigh is going. They control the power and direction that's going into the knee and therefore the ankle. So focus on the glutes, gets the knee a little bit stronger from a control perspective. So exercise number 2 coming up. Right, exercise number 2. So on your mat, side lying. Forearm, elbow right underneath the shoulder, so that we're not going to be slouching, we're not going to be relaxed on the shoulder joint, we're going to be actively pushing down into the ground. The hand is palm down, hand open, okay? So we're trying to create a lot of sensory drive through the shoulder and the nervous system. The hip, be about 45 degrees, knee at 90. So if I had my back up against the wall, then my shoulders would be against the wall, my head would be against the wall, hips and feet up against the wall. Top hand, place it on your hip. Head in neutral, spinal neutral. So obviously not just hanging down and not cranked up. Although it's, your eyes are trying to take you to the horizon, so you kind of, part of you wants to come to this plane rather than be out here. So you just have to remind yourself. Alright, so the move goes like so. So we're going to lift top foot about 6 inches, then we externally rotate the thigh, only as far as is possible, and make sure the hip doesn't drop and collapse, so posture stays good throughout. Internally rotate the thigh, and then come back down. So we raise the leg, externally rotate, internally rotate, and back down. Simple, about that speed. Nice glute exercise. So if you're having kind of knee issues, ankle issues, I would give this exercise a go. I'd probably do something in the region of 6 to 10 repetitions per set. I would start with 1 set in the first session, and then the next session maybe build up to 2, depending on how it feels. And I'd probably give this a go like maybe 2 or 3 times a week in the early stages. The progression, so once you're kind of very comfortable with this exercise, and what I mean by that is you can do the number of repetitions that you've set yourself on each side, and you don't get any kind of post soreness, right, from the workout. The progression on this one is same thing, so raise the foot, externally rotate, then we're going to drive pressure through the bottom knee and ankle to get the hip off the ground. Come back in, internally rotate, and together. So again, check everything, shoulders good, head's good, rib cage is nice. Raise, externally rotate, drive, back down, internally rotate, together. About that speed. Slow, controlled, methodical. Each component is a methodical pattern. You're not thrusting yourself into it. Go slow, take control, and again, you'll really feel this in the glute. So there you have it, 2 nice little exercises, really good little exercises to get some ankle stability happening, some knee stability happening as well. Give those a go. Let me know what you think. I think they're great. Winner. Yeah, and until then, have fun, be happy, stay hydrated. Always stay hydrated. It's really good for you. Yeah, until next time.